Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Time for more pub time with Cptn.Canuck here. I'm just browsing through the games, trying to find one that we can all watch and enjoy together. I like to find those ones that say starts in a certain amount of time, because that gives me that lets me get in on all the picks in the bands. So, um, Never Seen Us versus Anthem, Beast versus Performance. Ruine versus Killer. Um, yeah, let's do this one. I don't feel like waiting for the other two. So, Never Seen Us versus Anthem. There we go. Just got to get that typed out so I don't continue to screw it up. Anyways, let's get going. I'm excited to see what happens here. Hopefully, it'll be a bit of a closer back and forth match. Actually, the other night I was casting and I casted one game and then I went away and I went whoa, twitchy camera here. Um, and then I went away, took a little break, and I decided, hey, you know what? I want to cast some more tonight. So I came back and I casted another game, but I hadn't realized that I had muted my microphone when I left to get a snack because I was on Skype with a couple friends. Actually, well, yeah, between there, and I had muted my microphone. So I casted an entire game with my microphone muted, and I even uploaded it to YouTube before I realized that there was no voice audio on it whatsoever. It was just a completely dead quiet track. It was horrible. So I had to delete that one, and I felt a little bad because I spent a while making that one look good, and then just gone.
Team ban.
Anyways, so we got Never Seen Us on the Radiant side versus Anthem on the Dire side.
Ban.
The strange bands coming out here, to say the least. We got Warlock, Doom, Bloodseeker, and Juggernaut all being banned out. I can understand the Jug and the Doom a little bit, but the other two are kind of out of left field. Viper being the very first pickup here by Anthem, so opting to take that first, and I don't blame them whatsoever. I've seen a lot of Vipers today that have just been trouncing. He's such a hard hero to beat. I mean, at first he was picked up as kind of a reactionary pick to like OD and whatnot, but it's just gotten to the point where he's so damn strong with that Mech Aghanims build that people are just picking him on his own. He's a really difficult hero to fight. Crystal Maiden being picked up. God, I hate her. I played a game earlier today as Crystal Maiden, and I didn't remember how much I hate playing her until that game. I know how strong a hero she is. I know how good she is, but Jesus, I cannot play her. The slow movement speed just kills me. You run into an enemy hero, you're like, well, I'm dead. Can't fight him. Frostbite lasts 1 second, and you know you can't run away, and you can't turn around to Crystal Nova them either because your turn speed is so damn slow that they catch up to you in the time it takes you to turn around. It's just, oh my god. I know I'm bitching and moaning, but yeah, I do not love playing Crystal Maiden. I love picking her, and I love letting other people play her. I love watching her, but Jesus, I can't play her. Lion and Alchemist being the last two pickups here, so Anthem going for that top tier support right now in the Alchemist. I doubt he'll be farming, probably in that support role yet again. And Lion, kind of an interesting pickup. I'm not sure if he was worth that second place pickup. Maybe a later pick when the teams have been flushed out a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Lion does work well against a Viper because he can hold him down, turn him into a frog, and then you get that zap off. So you don't take a lot of damage from the corrosive armor, and you can deal with him relatively easily.
Reserve time.
I guess while we're waiting for these bands to come through, I'll introduce the teams. We've got the bot passive, Admiral Bulldog, I doubt that's the real one, Exotic, Cube Internet Cafe 1, and Queso on Team Anthem here. On Never Seen Us, we've got this guy, I don't know, Sun, X and Y, Pixar, Alpha Q, and Empty Obi-Wan AT. Oh, jeez. Guys, can you just make your name easy? I mean, I use Cptn.Canuck. That's easy enough. People get that. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's terrible what you guys do to me. Anyways, Bristleback, Razor, and Magnus, the first three bands of this phase. Last one to be seen here in just a moment. Anthem just I'm not sure what
Reserve
I mean,
time.
Bristleback was probably well deserved. Bristleback's a very strong hero, and if you don't intend to pick him, you might as well ban him.
Radiant team
But
pick.
not sure about the Magnus. Magnus hasn't been
Dire
seeing a lot of
team
play. He's not
pick.
a hero that's relatively scary, but they do opt to get rid of it anyways. Bane and Razor being banned out, so that was a very big indication of that Lifestealer, which was the first pickup in the second section there.
Radiant team
Batrider being picked up by Anthem, so I really like that. He works well as kind of a soft counter to Lifestealer. I mean, if he kites Lifestealer really well, and his ulti goes through the magic immune, so you can drag him back into your team to beat down. So he works really well. I doubt they'll be laning against him. I'm curious to see what this is, because usually Viper is a mid hero, but you know, he can go in a farming role, or he can go in the off lane, which would leave the mid lane for Batrider, or Batrider can take the off lane. He's a very strong off laner as well. He could even jungle if he wanted to, but that'll be left to see for the rest of the picks before we hash that out. Dipping into the reserve time a little bit, Team Never Seen Us, looking for that fourth pick. They're still missing a mid laner and an off laner. That's what I would assume from these picks. Who knows? Lion could go mid. Crystal Maiden could... Well, I mean, Crystal Maiden will do her own thing. She'll support / jungle / whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of good heroes left in this pool. Weaver could be picked up for the off lane. Death Prophet they do take for the mid lane, which makes a lot of sense. Death Prophet is just very strong now, and even if you don't go for that full-on push strategy with the Nature's Prophet, and Enigma, and Lashrak, and everything, you know, she still works really well at knocking down towers and just getting in the enemy's face. So she's also really good against the Batrider, because if she gets her ultimate off before she gets lassoed, then it's a really bad idea to drag her into your team. Because the second she gets there, she'll silence everybody and wreak havoc. So kind of eliminating another target for Batrider to go on, but see how that pick plays out for them. Dipping into the reserve time for that fourth pick for Anthem, and they do go for the Treant Protector. So that's a little bit of an interesting one. Usually you want to pick the Treant Protector if you've got a, you know, a very aggressive carry to throw that living armor on, whether that be a Spectre, a Phantom Assassin, or say an Anti-Mage, or even a Weaver.
10 seconds remaining.
He combos really well with those heroes, and I actually would have banned Weaver right here by Never Seen Us. They do ban the Silencer, but I think the way that the lineup is working out now for Anthem, they're going to run a support Alchemist, Viper mid, Batrider off lane, Treant Protector support, and then they're going to have one of those aggressive carries like I talked about. I'm assuming it'll be the Weaver, just because Weaver Treant is just a really good combo, but could be anybody. Like I said, I love Phantom Assassin. She works really well with Treant. But we'll see what they go on here. I don't think that Silencer ban was warranted. I don't think that hero would have been picked here. Last ban coming out here by Anthem, dipping into their reserve time yet again just for that. So they're gonna spend a little bit of their time trying to decide what Never Seen Us will be looking for, and they'll be looking for that offlaner as well. They do get the first pick, so they could even snatch up the Weaver, which might not have been worth it. But Storm Sphere being the ban, so they're fearing the offlane Storm. An Enigma to pick up. Okay, so this throws a wrench in... Ooh, okay, so all of these picks kind of throw a wrench into how I was expecting the laning to go. Now it's looking a little bit more like we might have a Lion mid, a Death Prophet off lane, Enigma jungling, and then the Crystal Maiden with the Lifestealer. That's how I would assume that this would go. Huh. Enigma could even go mid. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? This is some interesting stuff. So, like I said, we'll see how they choose to play that out. Enigma did start with conversion, so he will... Actually, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know. Stop speculating for now. Wait to see what they do. With this pickup, this one was really weird as well. I kind of assumed the Batrider would be going the offlane because of the Viper, but instead they picked the OD, which will almost guaranteed be going mid. OD always goes mid. And it looks like the Viper is going to be run in an aggressive tri-lane with Alchemist and the Treant Protector. Treant is shining down towards bottom now, so I think that's where he'll be going. Oh, maybe not. Oh, what? Offlane tree support bat? Is that what's going on here? Man, I'm stumped. I am honestly stumped. Pat, you need to leave, buddy. You need to show me where you're going.
30 seconds.
Okay, so are they just going to abandon the top lane? Enigma's going for a jungling build, so he's gonna have his Soul Ring up really quick. Lion is built for support and is coming down towards the bottom lane. Lifestealer is there, so is Crystal Maiden, so looks like they might just be abandoning the off lane, keeping the Enigma in the jungle and putting Death Prophet in the mid lane, so kinda interesting here. Lifestealer scampering on down to the rune here, gonna see the Alchemist and back off, but the rune is not gonna spawn here, so no fights are gonna break out. It is gonna be an Invis sitting up on the top lane here, and is this? Ooh, oh no, what? I'm so confused. What are they doing for the lanes? Both of these teams just screwing with me, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Alchemist down here with the Treant, so they're running duo lanes. Makes a little bit more sense. I'm still curious about that bat. Oh, Bat's jungling. Bat's jungling. Viper solo. Treant Alchemist together. I feel so bad. Like, usually I'm able to nail down the lanes pretty well. Guess these strategies, a lot of them are pretty predictable, but this is just like, I don't even know. They have so many versatile heroes that can do anything. Like I said, Viper can go in any lane, OD can go anywhere, usually goes mid. Batrider can go any lane. Alchemist can be played support or carry, and Treant is always Treant, but he can go off lane, he can jungle, he can play hard support. So interesting lanes. We'll see how these play out. Like I said, there is no heroes up on the top lane for Never Seen Us. So the Viper is just going to be farming completely uncontested and should have all the gold in the world. He's going to be scary to deal with if they do not get up there and do something to him soon. I'm also curious about this Lion build. He started off with just Tangos and a salve, had 200 gold in the bank. I don't know where the other two... He probably bought wards and gave them off to somebody else, but... What's going on here?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
These Eidolons, man, they're just running into the tower, just... What are you doing with these? I mean, they're trying to get the last hits here, and they only managed to get 22 gold off of that, but that accomplished literally nothing. Would have been better off taking those into the next creep camp and doing something with those. Either way, Enigma has walked into the lane, picked up his the last item he needs for his Soul Ring, so he has that now and will be infinitely sustainable in the jungle here.
I'm cold, I know.
Up in the mid lane, OD versus Death Prophet. This is going exactly as you'd expect. I mean, Death Prophet is staying pretty well off for health, but she has no mana whatsoever. And yeah, 230 max mana and 0 mana in the bank. Pops off a Clarity, which will go by a lot quicker because of the reduced mana pool, but not quite. I mean, she's still going to be down for quite a bit. Picks up an Invis rune, not really going to do much for her here. Excuse me. She's going to run back up here. She's got a Crypt Swarm ready to throw now that she's popped that Clarity, but like I said, it's not going to do much. It might hit OD for a couple points of his life, but that'll be it before she gets astraled again. Down here on the bottom lane, Lifestealer farming up pretty good, 20 CS in 3 minutes right here, so definitely not a bad score to be having at this point in the game. Lion steals that one from him. What a terrible support. This guy is banned. I'm going to report him. Viper's still free farming away up here. Having his own solo lane, and he has less last hits than the Lifestealer at this point. 22 on the Lifestealer, 20 on the OD, 16 on the Enigma, 14 on the Viper. So Viper's gonna have to pick it up. He's got a free lane to himself, and he should be getting every single last hit he can. And by I mean should be. I'm not saying it is good to get them. I'm saying he should, in all right, be getting those. Here on the bottom lane, Alchemist charging up a Clarity there so that he has a little bit more mana to throw out those spells, but I don't imagine... Oh, man. I need to stop casting at night. I really do. I feel really bad doing that. throwing out an acid spray. Not going to do too much here. Just going to throw a little bit of harass down on the lifestealer, but there's not much for him to do. They're going on the alchemist right now, jumping in behind him. Frostbite goes out first. Open wound's going to follow up in just a moment here. There it goes. And the earth spike comes out. They're still looking for it. Treant jumps in, drops down the leech seed, trying to get something going here for his carry. But is he going to escape? No. One last auto attack from Lion does finish off the alchemist, and he falls. First blood of the game, going the way of Never Seen Us. And 5 minutes in, with the way these lanes were set up, I don't believe that was terrible first blood to have given up. They were a lot worse, like a game I played earlier today where we gave up 3 kills to a Slardar at minute 0. It was absolutely horrendous. Either way, this Batrider is still stacking and pulling just to kickstart his jungle a little bit. Whoa, more. Oh, that was mid lane. Death Prophet got herself caught out there by Astral at level 7. OD walks up, drops the drops the hammer, and finishes it off. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use that. That's LD's thing, isn't it? Dropping the hammer. It is the Sanity's Eclipse. I played OD like twice today, and I still don't know what that ability's called. Lifestealer. I wonder if that is going to go into a armlet first, or if he's actually going to go for a Midas after his phase boots. He would have had the gold for the recipe just a moment ago when he picked up those phase boots, but we'll see. Going out on this alchemist here, stacking up their abilities a little poorly, and that might be what saves Alchemist. He turns around to throw out a stun, but that was his demise as Lion walked up, got an earth spike on him, and he drops again. So 2-1 the kill score now. Oh, Crystal Maiden frostbiting that creep. OD running into the lane with a double damage rune, finishes off the Crystal Maiden, walks up, one-shots Lion. Enigma coming in to try to help, but he's not going to be much help. He's taking a lot of damage right now. OD's still chunking away at him, and there he goes. Enigma drops 3 kills up for this OD right now, and he is not going to dive it. But wow, that's a lot of money and a lot of experience in his pocket. 4 kills, every single kill on Team Anthem is coming out from this OD, and very well played by him. That went so well for him.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that play was a little crazy, I must say.
Radiant's
they don't have a ward guarding this rune, so they had no clue that OD was coming. They also had no clue that he had a double damage as well. So when they went on that alchemist, they were kind of going in blind at that point, and when they did, it ended up just going terribly for them. Batrider almost died to creeps. Jeez. We've got a pause here, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Instantly called out by the Batrider. And Enigma disconnects, so we're going to have a slight pause here. 1 minute, they say, hoping that their teammate comes back. I hope he comes back in 1 minute, because there is not... I cannot fill space for that much time. Anyways, 1300 gold sitting on this Enigma right now. He is level 5, so in just a couple more minutes and a couple of creep camps later, he will have his Blink Dagger, and will have Black Hole as well. So that will be ganking time. If he can come down to this lane and get both of these, they are toast. That is it. They're done, gone, and out. Treant Protector, 20 gold off of his arcane boots right here, so he's not actually doing too bad for himself. He's picked up 2 assists and has not died either of the times that a gank has come in, so he is doing just fine here. And it does look like the Lifestealer has picked up those Blades of Attack, so he's not going to go for the Midas route this game. Instead, he's just going to go straight towards that armlet, getting that scrappy build, letting them fight a little bit more. So we'll see how that plays out for him. Should be totally fine, considering how poorly this Viper is farming. Like I said, he has been in a free lane all game long, and has less last hits than this Lifestealer. He himself seems to be going fine. I'm curious as to what this is going to be built into. Let's see, what can Ring of Health? Ring of Health can go into either... Well, it goes into Perseverance, which goes into... Yeah, let's look this up, because I don't want to recall anything off my head and miss it. Where's Ring of Health? Where is Ring of Health? Okay, so Perseverance builds into all these items, and that's all. Oh, he's gonna go for the Vanguard. That's what it is. I'm sitting here curious as to what he's doing. He's going for a Vanguard. So with the new buffed Vanguard, it is a lot stronger on heroes like Razor, who like to be really beefy. But I'm not sure it's completely warranted for free farm. Like I said, there's not much he has to block for the first 10, maybe even 15 minutes of this game. So he should. I would say you should go for more of an aggressive item build, whether that be that Mac Aghanims that I was talking about earlier, or even just straight into a Yasha and just go scrappy Manta build. We'll see how that. We'll see how this plays out for him, though. It will make him really tanky. It will make him very useful in team fights when they do start rolling around here. His last hitting onto the tower is pretty darn well. I love to see a carry who knows how to take those last hits onto that tower, and that is definitely exceptional right there. It is really hard to land those, especially for newer players who don't quite know the damage to the towers and how the creeps will weigh out. But I mean, that's how you get an advantage in lane. In the mid lane, a little bit of action here. Astral Imprisonment coming out on the Death Prophet, but OD suddenly finds himself surrounded by 3 heroes. Still manages to take out the Death Prophet as the team comes into support, but a perfect 3-man black hole. Oh my god! So much damage being dished out here, but it's not quite enough. The Crystal Maiden drops, Lion does fall as he retreats, and both of these heroes manage to make it away. OD does fall to the OD does fall to the Enigma shortly after, but wow, that could have gone so much worse for Anthem. 2 heroes escaping with nearly any health, and Alchemist going right back in. He's looking to try to pick off that Enigma, but he's not going to dive into the tower. That ultimate gives him enough regen that I think he probably could have gone for it if he really wanted to. There was no support, but decides to play it safe, back off, and he's sitting on 1,500 gold now. I'm curious what he's going to buy. He does have a Glove of Haste sitting there, so he might go for that Midas himself. I don't think he's playing in anything less than a core role this game. He's going to run up here, look for that Lifestealer, and he does rage to block it, but the damage still goes through, and that's going to be it. He's running away, he's totally fine, and Alchemist is just going to get back into lane. I'm going to keep an eye on him, see what he does with that gold that he's amassed there. The Enigma does now have his Blink Dagger as well as his Black Hole, which we saw only moments ago, so he is doing pretty darn good. 3-7 the kill score in favor of Anthem at the 10-minute and 25-second mark. Viper did pick up that Vanguard and has now rotated in towards middle to help push that tower down now that his is gone, and looks like there is going to be a little support coming in here. Death Prophet's moving back towards her own lane, sitting on a buckler, no boots quite yet, and she should be able to shove this away with a quick Crypt Swarm, which she does. Quick Crypt Swarm, that's a tough one. The bottom lane, it looks like the Treants and the Alchemist are looking for some action here. Peeking through, it does look like he's picked up a Mithril Hammer, so probably going straight for a Black King Bar instead. But they do find the Enigma in the jungle here, and they're going to go looking for him. Charging up that stun right now. There it goes, flies out, catches 2. But they are all on their own here. They are really deep. There is no Black Hole to turn this around, though, and Crystal Maiden is pretty darn low on mana. Death Prophet coming in with her ultimate charge right now, though, and the OD is astrals them up, but that just gives her more time to get those spirit damage off. And she's backed herself into a corner here, trying to fight off that OD. Lots of damage coming out. Treant Protector falls. Crystal Maiden falls. Alchemist getting turned into a frog there, and Lion, oh wow, so much damage from the OD. Lion drops, and Astrals up the Death Prophet, and Enigma falls as well. So 2 heroes down on the side of Anthem, 3 going down for Never Seen Us, and the Death Prophet is in pursuit of that. Was in pursuit of the Outworld Devourer and does not manage to pick him up. This Viper running for his life right now. Not sure if he's going to be able to make it out with the phase boots. That Lifestealer is very quick, but he is not going to opt to chase. They don't have anything to lock that Viper down. 5 to 10 the kill score at the end of that fight. 12 minutes 20 seconds in is your game time. And let's take a peek at those golden experience graphs right now, because this is about the point in the game where we can start to see who's really pulling ahead. Anthem is about 5,000 XP ahead, and probably pretty similar on the gold graph. Yeah, about 4,000 at this point. So sitting right where you'd expect them with that 10 kill advantage, but you know, this can always be turned around. They do have one tower as well. If a couple towers get taken down and a good team fight goes the way of Never Seen Us, this could end up in their favor very quickly. Some support being brought in here. Oh man, I'm calling everything wrong tonight. I didn't get the lanes, I didn't get the item on the Lifestealer, I didn't get this Maelstrom being the first pickup on the Alchemist, so that's what he opted to turn those items into. I should have guessed that when I saw the Glove of Haste. It didn't clue into me that was an opponent there, but Treant coming in with the invisibility, jumps in, grabs the ulti off on 3 heroes. Lion goes down almost instantly. Alchemist sends the Enigma in the jungle here. We'll probably find that kill. Crystal Maiden goes down, and the Enigma is stunning the Alchemist off, so he's going to be able to blink himself away. Should get a pretty clean escape here. Lifestealer's still sitting under this tower, though. He is very scared for his life, as there are 3 heroes just sitting right there waiting to grab him. I was curious about that Batrider ulti too. He blinked in, grabbed somebody, and then didn't move away. He just kind of sat there. I wonder if you can't pull somebody if they're rooted by Treant's ulti. That would be kind of a weird interaction, but who knows? I've never actually seen that combo, so... Here's some action going on the mid lane. OD chasing out this Death Prophet, nailing away at her with those orbs, and she drops. 4 staff in for good measure, just in case that last hit didn't make it, but he does manage to get that. So 10 kills on this OD. I didn't realize how freaking how well he was doing. Oh wow, down in the bottom lane, Enigma gets self caught out by that Batrider, and no, not even Flaming Lasso, just getting picked off by the Flame Break, and yeah, that's wow. I'm still surprised at this OD. 10, 1, and 2. I didn't realize he was doing that good. I knew he had ganked. I knew he was pretty well off, but he is a force to be reckoned with right now. I mean, OD snowballs really darn well. If you get that gold under his belt and he can start stacking up those points in intelligence, it makes all of his damage go through the roof. He scales with his items incredibly. So we'll see how he plays out. That Death Prophet does choose to go for a BKB at some point in this game. She will be able to fight off OD really well as the Lifestealer. So the Magic Immunity shuts him down really well. Alchemist charging up his stun right now, and will probably be throwing it out on this Enigma here. Oh, he doesn't. He stunned himself under the tower instead, but wow, 4-man ulti by the Treant Protector running right in the middle of there. He's done his job. It doesn't matter if he dies now. Black Hole coming out on 2, and Alchemist walks right into it for the last bit. Batrider going down. Treant's already dead, and Lifestealer's chasing down this Alchemist. Will not get him right away. He'll need some support from his teammates to be able to finish off this kill, but OD runs in, drops the Sanity's Eclipse, finishes off the Enigma, and then 4-staffs himself down to the low ground to survive. What a play there. Viper jumping in, trying to chase down that Death Prophet, and the Spirits returning just heal her up enough to survive, and Lifestealer just knocking away right here. Got to turn on his phase boost to chase down, and there's no lockdown to get that Viper, and he's going to have to run away. Full drum sitting in his stash right now. That will help that chasing power quite a bit. So, wow, that was all going right for Never Seen Us, and then the OD just runs in and messes everything up. 11, 1, and 2 on that OD now. That is just absurd. This Lifestealer's been playing really well, but I don't think his team is at a very big disadvantage right now. On the net worth graph, he isn't actually that far behind the OD. Regardless of all those kills, OD having 8 more kills than the Lifestealer, he is still sitting 300 gold underneath the OD on the gold chart, so that is not bad. Tier 1 tower in mid dropping, so Anthem picks themselves up another chunk of gold, and you can see that reflected as a couple of heroes shift here. And the red is dominating the top half of this net worth graph.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Attempted trade here by Never Seen Us, knocking away at this tower, but they just do not have the creep wave. They don't have the pushing power to finish it off, and Lifestealer's going to have to scamper away. Top lane here, Enigma is now rotated up here. Looking to put a little bit of pressure on this tower, but doesn't actually even do a single point of damage to it. And Viper's just sitting on here. Now looking to pick up that Aghanims, like I said. So he's got the Staff of Wizardry and the Ultimate Orb. Oh wow, Treant Protector finishes off the Lion down at bottom. Looks like he got himself caught out. No Flaming Lasso being used, but they just jump in, get the stuns, and finish him off. Curious here, this Ogre Club. You can either be going for Aghanims or a Black King Bar. I'm not sure the Black King Bar is the right decision here. There is a lot of lockdown between the Crystal Maiden, the Lion, and the Enigma. However, all of Death Prophet's spirits are physical as well as Lifestealer's damage, so it is not going to do anything against those two heroes, but we'll see if he chooses to go that. It will be a little bit safer for him if he does go for that. Alchemist running forward and stunning himself, but it does not matter in the least because his ultimate will regen him up right away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now return to the tier 1, which is now in rubbles. Anthem is now on the offensive, and they have got a lot of money backing them with those couple tower kills and the obviously the kills from the gold from the kill swing. It is things are really going in their favor right now. Has the Lifestealer inside of him. This could turn into a nasty surprise for the OD here. And Black Hole goes out. Lifestealer pops out and is going to start beating on that Bat Rider, and they finish him off. Get the OD. That is 800 gold in their pockets. That was the fight they needed. Treant Protector going to stealth himself away and going to manage to escape from this, but they're looking for the Alchemist, and he is not going anywhere. Alchemist gets taken down. 300 gold there. So triple kill going the way of this Lifestealer, and he is sitting back in very scary territory. 602 has been farming like crazy all game long. Drums, Armlet, Phase Boots, and 2,000 gold in bank. I am liking this. This is their chance to really turn things around. This is where that graph can swing right back in their favor as we see it dipping right back up here. There's still such a huge disparity, but this is right on the track of where they need to be going.
Top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Pressure going out on this tower here, and it looks like this will be the first tower of the game in favor of Never Seen Us. There is no answer to that, so there it goes. Lifestealer picks up the last hit on that, so gets himself a nice chunk of change, sitting on almost 3,000 gold as well. So he is free to do whatever he wants for his next item. We could be seeing a Basher and a Salt Cuirass, something along those lines. We'll see what he chooses to go in just a moment here. Double damage rune sitting up top. Crystal Maiden will have spotted that, and it will go to the Death Prophet to fill her bottle back up. Sitting on 1,100 gold herself, not deciding what to spend on it yet. Arcane Boots come up on the Enigma and the Crystal Maiden. Those are big ones. Those are big pickups. Okay. Big fight going to be breaking out here. The stun getting charged by the Alchemist is going to choose a different target because the Alchemist, or the Enigma blinked away. That oh wow, that Lion took so much damage and he drops. Death Prophet pops off her ultimate, doing a lot of damage to this Bat Rider now, and he's going to have to really be careful. Enigma blinks away yet again, but the Bat is still in hot pursuit, jumping forward, blinks in, grabs the Enigma, and is going to start walking back. Has no Firefly to do any damage here. Sanity's Eclipse being dropped. A lot of damage coming out there. Stuns going out on the OD, but they don't manage to pick him up. Living Armor will save him. So as much of a crazy fight as that was, only two heroes dropping, the Lion and the Death Prophet. Still not what Never Seen Us wants. They still need kills going in their favor, not the other way, but those the way that fight worked out was a lot better than could have been expected. Jungle here, Alchemist is farming up on its own, looking to get that Mjolnir, and it will have enough money for it in just a moment here. Already has the Courier sitting at that shop to pick up that Hyperstone for him, and that is Viper's full Aghanim sitting on the Courier as well. Viper's, no, that is Viper's Aghanim.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I thought OD might have gone. No, OD is going for the Black King Bar, so like I said, they do have answers to that on Never Seen Us. However, it will avoid a lot of spells like that Hex right there that just caught him. Treant gets another huge ultimate. Man, this guy is MVP right now. He has landed a 3-man ult, a 4-man ult, and now a 5-man ult. He does fall after that because his team was not able to follow up, but this guy, man, what a great Treant player. I am enjoying this to the maximum. Now sitting on a full mechanism in his stash, so he has got all the items he needs. Arcane Boost mechanism, could use a Blink Dagger, but we'll see if he chooses to go for that soon. Odie now sitting on the gold for his Black King Bar, can purchase that at any time, and he does. It'll be flying out to him in a moment. Actually, it looks like he might just walk back to grab that. Does want to get that item as soon as possible. Alchemist still farming off on his own. Full Mjolnir up and zapping those creeps away as he pushes his way up this lane. Lane here, Batrider just got enough gold for his 4-staff, so a lot of key items coming up right now for Team Anthem. If they go and take another fight right now, if they all choose to run up to this top lane and defend this, they have a very good shot at just wiping the board here. But it looks like this tower is going to get chunked down very quickly. The what is this? Exorcism. Okay, I actually never knew what that ability was called. I'm bad to know that. Exorcism comes out and drops this tower very quickly, so no contesting here, and that's some gold in the pocket of Never Seen Us. That's what they need. A lot of TPs going down towards the bottom lane. 4, in fact, to counter off that Alchemist push. Not entirely necessary, but everybody wants to snag up that gold and will make their way down there. Wow, look at this warding here. Got one ward on this side, one ward on this side, and then one sitting up on the mid lane. I do like that. Those are very aggressive wards guarding the entrances to the jungle so that they know when and where they can enter. This one could be placed a little bit more over this direction so that you can see the entire way, but this also covers this area as well, so I don't hate it too much. Alchemist now farming up these ancients, going to be getting a lot more gold under his belt, and he's been getting a lot already. 71 last hits. However, if we look at the net worth graph, he is sitting at 3rd place, right underneath the OD and the Lifestealer. And considering how poorly his lane went early on, I would assume that I think that is just fine for him. Never Seen Us now playing like a real team, just 5-manning all over the place. They don't have their Death Prophet with them, but they were going in to the mid and the top tower. This Crystal Maiden gets caught out, and she is as good as dead. She's going to try to run away, but it is just not going to happen. Pops off her Arcane Boost for no reason. Alchemist pops off a stun, and he's got to look for a target quick, or else he's going to stun himself, and that could turn this fight around. They don't see it, though, so Batrider jumping into the middle of everything. Lassoing the Enigma, and the Treant ulti comes out. Big one there. Black Hole comes out, but he dies way too quickly for anything. Lifestealer popping out now, trying to get some damage going on here. Chasing down that Alchemist. Does manage to get a kill, but he is 1v3 here and will fall very quickly. Trying to lifesteal through it, and the Astral saves the Batrider for now. So full 5-man wipe for Anthem. This is what I was talking about. They just hit right at that timing where they all had their items, and Never Seen Us did not. They got a basher up on the Lifestealer, but there is nothing else significant. That mech's been up for quite a while now, and then they just got all those. They got all those arcane boots a while back. Lion just going for the max regen build. 3 rings of regen. Not entirely sure what he's doing with that. Maybe working towards a pipe. That looks like a pipe build. Yeah, you need one for the. Whoa, whoopsies. Yeah, you need one for the headdress and then 2 for the Hood of Defiance. So I guess that's the route he's going here. But look at this. He's got a salve, a tango, and then 3 rings of regen. If this guy gets any space in a fight, he's going to shoot back up to 100% life in just a moment. Not going to matter though, because his maximum life pool is really, really abysmal. He's only got 660 life, and this is something that a lot of support players have been neglecting a lot lately. I mean, you see that bracer in the recommended item list from so many supports, and it's there for a reason, because, I mean, against hard-hitting heroes like an OD that just chunk your life away. Oh, Treant Protector getting caught out here. I don't think there's much he's going to be able to do to get away from this. He gets silenced, drop down, and there goes the Treant. Wow, he is so tanky, but he does drop, and the Crystal Maiden gets the kill. But yeah, that bracer recommendation is there for a reason. With heroes like OD that can just take huge chunks of your life in one shot. Let's see, what is he hitting for right now? Mana pool to damage 9%, so let's round that up to 10%. 140 extra damage. 140 extra damage on top of his 140 damage already. So he is hitting for almost 280 a hit, which is about 3 shots for this Crystal Maiden to be dead. So, I mean, you pick up that bracer, it gives you an extra couple hundred health, and it increases your survivability by 1 hit, which really makes a difference. It doesn't sound like it would, but it does. I mean, it's I was gonna use a StarCraft analogy, and then I realized it doesn't really apply. Actually, screw it. Why not? Why not open that can of worms while we got a bit of dead time here? But yeah, in StarCraft, there's a the way the armor and attack damage system works is you can purchase upgrades, which will give you, you know, a bonus to your units' attacks or armor, and it works differently for each race. There's different ones, but the most notable one is the Zerg, or the, oh wow, smoke gang coming in here. I will get back to that in just a moment as this action comes out, but Enigma does see them and blinks away really quickly. Alchemist charging a stun, but he's not going to find a target, so I think the smoke gang is pretty much busted. They realize it happened, Alchemist stunned himself, and that's going to be all. But yeah, as I was saying, the most notable upgrade is in StarCraft is the +1 attack upgrade for Protoss. And the reason it's so significant is because when you get that ability, Zealots take 2 shots to kill a Zergling instead of 1. That is, of course, until the Zerg get a... Oh, Death Prophet getting herself caught out here. That is until the Zerg get +1 armor upgrade. Oh, big fight. The Enigma not managing to get the black hole out. Now he does. 3 heroes getting caught in that. 3 very key heroes. The Alchemist drops. Crystal Maiden doing so much damage right now. The OD drops Sanity to Cliffs but does not survive. Lifestealer and Death Prophet, the only 2 left alive. Viper was not in that fight. He was up in top lane farming away, and Treant gets himself out with stealth. So, as I was saying, I should probably stop talking about this because every time I try, something happens. But yeah, so once you get that attack upgrade, you go from... on paper it looks like, oh, you got 1 attack, it doesn't matter, but now that your Zealots kill units in 2 shots instead of 3, your entire army's efficiency shoots up incredibly by almost a third. It's ridiculous how much extra it does. So getting those little bit, the reason I was going to this analogy was because in Dota, picking up those small items really makes a difference. That is why in some pro games you've seen characters like Leshrac just buy like 4 bracers and arcane boots, because it really makes a difference. It makes you just tanky enough that you can stay in a fight to do as much damage as you need to. Treant Protector getting himself killed down here in the river as he walks past a sentry. No, it was a friendly sentry ward. They just picked him out. They just picked him off with regular vision. But yeah, so get the small items, guys. It really makes a difference.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, right now this CM sitting on a pile of gold, but earlier on when she was sitting at 400 or 500 gold, she had already bought out wards. She had bought dust. She had everything she needed, but you know, pick up that bracer. It's worth it. That was like the longest story I've ever gone on. Like I began that tangent thinking, why not? We got some time. I can talk. And then it just went on and on. I didn't make my point as quick as I needed to. Man. Ghost Scepter now perched up on this Crystal Maiden, so she's going to have a little bit more survivability. Definitely a useful item in this game, considering the that all of the damage that comes out from Anthem right now is going to be from the OD's auto attacks, the Viper's auto attacks, and the Alchemist's auto attacks. So Alchemist purchasing a Blade Mail for himself, so deciding that he's getting focused a little bit too hard by that Lifestealer, he does pick up the Blade Mail so that he will be able to tank that up a little bit and dish some damage back towards him. Of course, I don't think Blade Mail bounces back on magic immune targets, because it is magic damage, correct? Return, yeah, it doesn't say. I'm pretty sure that magic immune blocks Blade Mail damage. I could be completely wrong on that though. Batrider jumps in, grabs the Death Prophet, and the OD jumps in, pops off his Black King Bar, and he's going to start going to work here. The Black Hole is not up for another 20 seconds, and Enigma's poisoned, so he's not going to be blinking out of that one. Wow, Death Prophet survived? She popped off that mech and must have just managed to get in there. Lifestealer infests into the Death Prophet and will not manage to make it out. Pops his armlet, tries to get away with it. I'm going to be so happy if he lives. Oh my god, come on buddy, you can do it. And he does. The Viper gives up the pursuit, and he is totally fine. I did not see that coming. That was so close. I thought Death Prophet was dead right at the beginning of that fight, but she must have popped out the mech, came back into that fight, and started to make something happen there, and Lifestealer with just a sliver of health jumps inside the Death Prophet to run away. Then he makes a great armlet toggle to survive one auto attack from Viper, and that was all he needed. I love this courier, man. It's a really cool courier. Oh, how do I do, oh yeah. Whoa. That's cool. I like that. Whoa, get out of showcase view. It's not what I want. Okay. My apologies. I got enamored by cool things. Akuma stunned himself yet again, and they might actually be able to go in on this. Most of his ones have been completely fine, but they do manage to catch him out here. And the Blade Mail's not going to deter them one bit. They charge forward, get him, and the Bat Rider will very likely go down here too. He does lots of damage from that Firefly going out on that Enigma, but you know, they get 2 kills. So Never Seen Us definitely still in this. Their Lifestealer and their Death Prophet are getting very built, and they're going to have a very scary force to deal with in a few moments here. The golden experience graphs have kind of stabilized, that lead not growing anymore. Swung back in their favor a bit and then just kind of danced around this 10,000 line, which is still a huge amount, but they're still making it happen. The gold graph here as well has kind of just plateaued. It's not really going anywhere. Treant in its stealth does see this, but Crystal Maiden knows that he saw it. So it's going to be up to them whether they choose to continue on with this Roche or not. And it does look like they are. No fear whatsoever. Treant cancels his ultimate. Trying to get that off here. Gets silenced in the middle of the fight though. And wow, the Sanity's Eclipse doing so much damage to those supports, almost blowing them up. The Bat Rider jumps in and lassos that life stealer, so he's not going to be able to do anything. Taking a lot of damage now, trying to chase down that Treant, but he gets taken down. 4 for nothing is the score at the end of that fight, and Death Prophet is still not scot-free. Oh, she turns around, trying to be a little bit cheeky, and she gets caught by the Viper. That could very well be her death. She moves pretty darn fast. Actually, she has a Shadow Blade, so she's going to be just fine. But that is Roche going the way of Anthem, and this is where this game is going to take a serious turn. It's going to tip way heavy in the way of Anthem. They've got a lot going their way right now. Black King Bar, 4 staff, and almost a Sheepstick up on that OD. And once that Sheepstick is up, I don't think there's much that Never Seen Us is going to be able to do. They are going to be in dire straits. They're going to need to take a really good fight. 5-man Black Holes incoming. Black King Bar up on the Enigma, so he is going to be able to get those. He's going to get a fully channeled Black Hole unless he dies, which, I mean, if Black Hole is good enough, should not happen. Storm coming out here to kind of deflect this wave, but it's not going to deter them one bit. They're going to charge in and take this tower, no problemo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, I even miscounted that. More damage than I thought. The tier 1 tower goes, or the tier 2 tower goes down for the mid lane of Never Seen Us on the Radiant side here. Look at this ward coverage, man. These wards, I love them. You got one here, you got one here, one here, one there, and one there. They have been aggressively warding all game, and that's all thanks to this Treant. I think that's who it is. Yeah, bot passive, that is the Treant Protector. So he has been warding incredibly all game. Like I said, MVP of the game right here is the passive bot. He, I mean, his wards have been superb. His ultimates have been great every time. Got himself caught out a little bit at that Roche pit there, but they managed to turn that around and make that a really profitable engagement for them. So, I mean, very well played by him. My commendations. Actually, I can actually do that, can't I? Since I'm just spectating live service. Bot passive. Oh no, I can't. I thought you could command as a spectator. Huh. Alright, maybe I'm wrong. Double damage rune here, just being spotted out by this ward, so doesn't look like anybody has taken notice of it yet, but we'll see if that gets taken up here in a second. Sheepstick now up on the OD, so he has got that ultimate disable, and the Lifestealer is going to be very hard pressed to do anything in this next fight, unless that sheep gets blown on a creep or something. Eidolon's coming out now, just helping push back that wave. Lifestealer's taking every single last hit he can get though. Now sitting on a full Assault Cuirass, so he did manage to pick that up. Does he have buyback? Yes. Yes, he does, but he does not have enough reliable gold to survive that, or to be able to buy back yet. He's going to need another couple hundred gold before he can die and have enough to buy back. Looks like Anthem not wanting to push mid quite yet. They're going to play it safe, back off to the bottom lane, and pick up the last tier 2 tower before they start pressuring the tier 3s. Age is going to be reclaimed in 3 minutes here, so that's the window that they have to push with this. And I think if Never Seen Us lets this tower drop and then backs up to their base and holds off, they might be able to make that happen. But it looks like Anthem is not does not have any intentions of making that a viable option here. They're gonna push this, and they're gonna push it hard. Oh, big black hole catching the 3 core heroes going in, but the Treant blinks in, gets a perfect ulti off, cancels everything, and the lifesteal is still going to work. Does not manage to get sheeped, but he gets himself stunned there. He's down for a long time. 4 heroes down on the side of Never Seen Us, and the OD respawns after his Aegis gets popped, and there goes the Enigma, 5 for nothing. Anthem taking this commandingly. The GG called out by Never Seen Us, and there it goes. Wow, what a game. Very well played. Never Seen Us playing pretty far behind for the most part. That OD got fed really early, but I think they did play it well for what they had. There were a few decisions that could have been made better, but you know, in general, they played it pretty darn well, and this was a very exciting game. 38 minutes, 11 seconds is your game time. 22-39, the final kill score in the favor of Anthem, who was playing on the Dire side. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.